Hi everybody, my name is Jeff Martins, and I'm going to teach you, hopefully, one of the more difficult yoga poses, one of the most difficult asanas. Usually I don't teach more difficult or intricately, technically difficult asanas for a lot of reasons. But this one is related to a story that I told, a companion story. So this teaching of how to do this pose and how to hold this pose is related to a story that I told. It's a yoga story that you can look up. It's called Seeking Enlightenment. So if you look for that yoga story, you can get the backstory behind this pose, which is Ashtavakrasana. Ashtavakrasana means crooked in 8 places, okay? So there's a little bit of preparation that you can do before you do it, and then we'll see if we can do final pose. Haven't done it in a while. Let's see what happens. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that your body's warmed up. So you don't want to go into this cold. So hopefully you've done some walking or a little bit of yoga, done some yoga practices, some yoga postures, maybe standing in Tadasana, bringing your hands in prayer. Standing in Tadasana, we bring our big toes together. We scrub our heels in without moving them. That engages the glutes. We open up the shoulder blades. We keep the neck nice and long. We're not kinking the neck. We keep a little back bend with our spine. And we can just turn, push the palms together, turn to the right and to the left. Keep scrubbing your heels in as you do this. So you're not really moving your hips. You're learning to move your spine instead of just tweak your hips or your sacroiliac joint. So what we're going to do is we're going to, there's a pose called Bakasana, which is crow pose, which we do like this, and we lift up into it. Okay, we're going to do Parsva Bakasana. So Parsva Bakasana, the side version of Bakasana, is you sit with your big toes kind of lining up, and you take your, in this case, I'm going to turn to my right. So I'm going to take my left elbow outside of my left tricep outside of my right knee. My left hand is turned out. My right hand is turned out. And my right elbow is going to support my right hip. And I'm just going to lift my heels up. And I'm going to bend my elbows. I'm going to bend my elbows so that I come down with my right elbow supporting my hip. And I'm going to be able to lift my feet up like that. Okay? So you want to be able to do that as a prerequisite for being able to do Ashtavakrasana. Ashtavakrasana, there's different variations. The variation that we'll do today is you're going to, instead of having your elbow outside of your knee, you're going to have your elbow inside of your knee, but you're going to take your hand forward. So it's going to go, your left hand is going to thread underneath that right knee, and your hands will be turned out. You're going to bend your elbows with your hands turned out, and you'll lean forward just like you would before, except this time you're going to do eagle legs, and you're going to lift your legs up. And then you're going to extend them and hopefully not kink your neck or fall. And then you focus. And that's Ashtavakrasana. If you can focus and still your mind in that pose, you will find the reason why you do all the poses. Namaste.